me on the radio. I'm. I go. Yo, Atul, I'm gonna start. Good evening, everybody, and welcome here to Holy Trinity High School in Hicksville, New York, for today's matchup between your Holy Trinity Titans and the Chaminade Flyers, broadcasted live here on the Holy Trinity High School YouTube channel. I'm Devin Michaels, joined alongside
Christian Scalfani.
We're here on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon for a 4 p.m. first pitch. Last Saturday, the Holy Trinity Titans took on St. Dom's in an 11-1 victory in which they hit 7 home runs, which is a school record. Christian, do you have anything to say on that?
Yeah, so what we really think contributed to that amazing win, with some words from Coach Louisi, is that our leadership is what really makes this team special. And, you know, we have a lot of older guys that have been a part of this varsity program for a few years now, and we really think that's what's getting us these wins.
All right. Nick Coupette is on the mound for Holy Trinity today. The lineup for Chaminade. Leading off, playing second base, Christian Beekers. Playing center field, Matthew Montepello. Batting third, playing first base, Nolan Fernandez. In right field, batting cleanup, Bryce Valls. Your 5-hitter, playing shortstop, Jake Madsen. The 6th-hitter, playing third base, Nick Sweeney. The DH, batting 7th, Brian Mobbledrick. The catcher, hitting 8th, Emlyn Thomas. And the left fielder, Nate Scallier. Now the lineup for your Holy Trinity Titans. Leading off, playing center field, Joe Maxwell. Hitting second, playing second base, Christian Paveda. Playing shortstop, hitting third, Jaden Alvarez. Left field, hitting cleanup, Jalen Josie. Right field, hitting 5, Stephen Garneau. Third base, hitting 6th, Patrick Anello. At first base, batting 7th, Dominic Longardino. Catching, hitting 8th, Drew Waters. And DHing for the pitcher, Nicholas Coupette, Joel Munoz. First pitch about to come. Let's have a great game. It's a very beautiful day out today, Christian.
Yeah, very nice out.
First pitch, Nicholas Coupette throwing out to Christian Beekers, lefty. First pitch, ball inside. Nicholas Coupette is the Holy Trinity Titans ace. Sits high 80s. I've seen him top out around 89. Consistent arm, has pitched well so far this season. Here's the pitch. Another ball inside, 2-0. Trinity has a deep roster, some veteran presence along with some younger guys that are learning from them. And the coaches are very excited for the future. Here's the pitch. Beekers looks to bunt, pulls away. That's a strike, 2-1.
Okay.
The 2-1 from Coupette. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Blew it right by him. The 2-2. Fouls it off. Way to fight.
And one thing that we said that really does make this Holy Trinity team special is, you know, our leadership. From some words from Coach Louisi. He also says we got a lot of older guys.
6th pitch of this at-bat. Popped up. Shallow left field. Jalen Josie comes in, makes the play, 1 down.
An amazing play. So as I was saying before, you know, we've got some players that have been part of this program for 3 years now, and you know, we know what type of baseball we need to play in order to win this league, and we think we're just gonna get better and better every single day.
Matthew Montepello the center fielder hitting second. Here's the pitch. Ball outside. And the pitch. Ball upstairs. That looked close. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. Strike.
Strike two.
Strike one. 2-1 count. The 2-1 from Capet. Ball 3. That one was close. 3-1 count here. You never want to get down like this in a count. You want to stay ahead, stay on top of these hitters. And the pitch. Strike. There we go. Full count here. This would be a big out here to get 2 in a row. Start off the game. Try and keep the speed off the bases for Chaminade. Here's the pitch. Full count. Ground ball. Third base. Patrick Anello. Fires to first. That's a ground out.
Yeah, you know, some things that we said from the coaches that we're worried about this Chaminade team is, you know, they got a lot of really athletic players and a bunch of guys returning from last year that had lots of success, and, you know, they're deep on the mound. We've got to find ways to battle our at-bats.
The 0-0 to Fernandez. Strike one.
Nice. So back to what I was saying, we got to find ways to battle our at-bats and, you know, really find ways to take care of our innings and games.
The 0-1. Foul tip. 0-2. Coupet seems to be attacking more in this at-bat, getting ahead 0-2 early in this account.
Yeah, definitely.
Ball. Strike 3. Little bit of a delayed reaction right there from the umpire. Trinity goes 1-2-3 here. 3 up, 3 down. Now we can get the bats going. Leading off is Joe Maxwell, your center fielder. He's had some pop this year. We're hoping to see what he can do. Last game, the Titans did hit 7 home runs. School record. That's incredible. I mean, what do you have to say about it?
I think that was an amazing win, and it's just our leadership is what made this team special. We have older guys that have been a part of this varsity program for a few years now.
Speaking on what Christian just said, out of those 7 home runs, 3 came from sophomores, 1 came from a junior, and 3 came from seniors. Speaking on Jalen Josie, our cleanup hitter, Joe Maxwell, our leadoff hitter, Christian Baveda, the 2-hitter, playing second base, Patrick Canello playing third, right fielder Stephen Garneau hitting 2 home runs in that game, and the catcher Drew Waters hitting 1. So it's a very deep team, it seems like. I mean, from top to bottom, not just lineup-wise, but age-wise, having a lot of guys that can step in and hit, a lot of guys that can step into play. A couple freshmen on this team that don't necessarily start because of the leadership and the presence that we have, but they still get significant time when they can because we're building a program here and they're very capable of doing so.
Yeah, we definitely see a lot of amazing younger guys on this team, especially sophomores, a couple freshmen. We see a great future for this varsity program. So, anything you want to add to that?
I mean, we've said it. This team has been good for years and years. Coach Luisi has done a great job building this program. And the future seems very bright for the Titans. You know, just keep growing and keep building on what we've been doing. It's got us to where we are. Catholic League champions last year. Expecting the same this year. Always expecting to be competitive. Here we go, leading off number 11, Joe Maxwell. Pitching for Chaminade Flyers, Carlos Pereira. The 0-0 to Maxwell. Ball upstairs. Maxwell has sneaky pop for a leadoff hitter. Here's the pitch. Foul ball down the third baseline. That was a rope. He has pop for a leadoff guy. He has speed. He's a veteran presence, smart in the lineup. That's why Coach Luisi trusts him to hit leadoff. 1-1's the count. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. Down 1-2. Let's see what Maxwell can do here. Pitch. Strike 3 looking. 4 pitch at bat. Now coming to the plate, Christian Paveda, the second baseman, senior. He as well hit a home run in their game against St. Dom's, which was an incredible win. I believe they split the series 2-1.
Yep, I believe that's true.
Pitch. Ooh, first pitch swinging. Like to see the aggressiveness from Paveda there. The 0-1. Ball inside. One. Another aggressive hack there for Paveda. Now down 1-2. Time by Paveda. See if he can collect himself. Wants the fight here. Here's the pitch. Good take there, low and away. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 swinging.
Yeah, that was an amazing at-bat, but we are seeing some heat from Carlos Pereira, the Queens College commit out of Jamaica, New York.
Jaden Alvarez, the Townsend commit, stepping up for the Titans, playing shortstop today. Believe hit 3 home runs last year, close to or above 300 hitter, takes ball 1 low there. Titans are open to run this. They're open to hit, obviously, but they want to get more quality at-bats. Ball 2 outside, good take from Jaden. They want more quality at-bats. They want to strike out on 4 or 5 pitches. They want to fight, run this guy's pitch count up, and get into this Flyers bullpen. Strike looking.
Yeah, kind of what you said. We should really try to battle these at-bats, tire out that arm of these pitchers, because
2-2. That's a single into left field for Alvarez. That's what we're looking for. Now his speed is a threat on the bases.
Yeah, so Jaden Alvarez definitely got some wheels, so if we could try to steal some bases here, that's what we're looking for too.
Stepping up to the plate, Jalen Josie, the Stony Brook outfielder commit. He, talk about speed, believe all-state track runner, state champion in the 4x2 relay for the Titans. He is a problem on the base pass, but he has some pop and some juice. First pitch, strike 1 swinging. Look for Alvarez to be active on the bases here. Not going to risk anything stupid with 2 outs, but a ball in the dirt, you could expect him trying to take second.
Yeah, we see they are really holding him on to first right now.
The 0-1. Ground ball to shortstop. Eats him up a bit. Let's see if he can get there with the speed. Got him. That's a ground out. Almost an error. They didn't go 3 up, 3 down like the Flyers did, but we're looking for more quality at bats there from the Titans. Looking to see something, some more base runners, put some, because we have the speed, we have athleticism. We want to put problems on the base paths. Nicholas Coupet coming out from his second inning after going 3 up, 3 down with a strikeout looking. Hoping to come with the same stuff. Stay consistent. He has a good field behind him. He knows that. He's trusting his fielders. And the catcher, Drew Waters, if anybody gets on base, look to see him throwing them out. He's very, very good defensively behind the plate.
Yeah, coming up next inning, we're going to see Jake Madsen, Nick Sweeney, and Brian McGoldrian. We see some great talent from these hitters, and we're looking to see some great baseball being played.
Nicholas Capet's a big guy, standing around 6'5". Comes from a high vantage point. It's tough for hitters. Coming from that high, already 6 inches off the ground. It's tough. It's got to be, especially for a righty-righty matchup. See the ball late. What the Titans don't have, which it could hurt them eventually, they don't have any lefty bats. They would like some versatility. Here's the 0-0. Start the second inning. Ball high and inside. Bryce Fowles, the right fielder, batting cleanup today for the Flyers. Flyers want to get something going. Want to do better than last inning, going 3 up, 3 down. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Both pitchers being aggressive, putting balls in the strike zone, getting hitters to swing. That's all you can really ask for, right?
Yeah.
I believe something just flew off the pitcher's mound. Not sure what just happened.
Not too sure either.
The 1-1. Oh, Fowles steps out. The 1-1 from Capet. Ball outside. (2-1). Want to stay ahead of hitters here. Swing. That ball is high. Deep center field. Maxwell settles under it. 1 out.
And it is caught by Maxwell. Great way to get under that ball and really just make a great play.
Jake Madsen, the shortstop, comes up to bat here. Shortstop's got to be your best athlete on the field. Got to be a leader, got to be a captain, got to be somebody the coach can trust. I know that's Jaden Alvarez for the Titans. I'm assuming that's the same for Madsen and the Flyers. Oh. Strike 1 on the outside corner.
Yeah, so kind of what you were saying about needing leadership. I mean, the shortstop is like the quarterback of baseball. You're the leader. Got to be very leading guy. You got to be a great player.
The 0-1. Strike 2 looking. Now you see Capet getting ahead of guys, puts him in a better spot. But now Madsen has to defend. be a smart hitter here. Has to widen his strike zone, try and fight off anything that's close. 0-2. Ball low. Ooh, that's a good take on an 0-2 count. I'm a big believer, 0-2, anytime 2 strikes. You got to widen your strike zone. You can't leave anything up to the umpire in that situation. You got to fight for everything when you're down 0-2. The 1-2 from Capet. Swing, foul ball down the right field line. Count stays 1-2. I mean, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Pitch, maybe it wasn't the perfect strike, wasn't his perfect pitch to hit, but can't leave it up to the umpire. You got to fight. Got to fight it off. Got to
Definitely
live
got
to
to
see
battle.
another day.
Yeah, definitely got to battle off these pitches.
1-2 from Capet. Ooh, inside. 2-2.